The funny thing about the internet and the funny thing about being on YouTube for all these years is that I always give my raw emotion, how I feel about certain aspects of life, boxing. I just give it to you exactly how I'm feeling at that particular point in time. Some people might obviously appreciate it, and I appreciate all those who obviously appreciate, the things I say and, how I approach things. And it's not for everybody. As I've said it so many times, but obviously some people don't listen. Some people are so caught up in their emotions because they're so flawed in their backwards way of living. But that's naturally my opinion. But I say exactly how I feel, every single time. How I'm feeling is what you're going to get. That's the way I do it. But the funny thing about, as I was saying, the funny thing about being on the internet is that people think that they can just personally insult you and, try and call you names and try and say all this shit about nothing, really. Trying to change your name, trying to call you this and call you that. I mean, pussies, fuckboys. It's hilarious to me. It's just people who think that, this individuals who sort of turned up in the last year, who have no idea who, what anything is, because all of a sudden their parents have just bought them, a laptop or a computer for the first time in their lives, and then all of a sudden they think they're somebody. Sort of 12-year-olds who want to talk. It amuses me. It's funny. Not realizing that, people like me and so many other guys, have been on the internet for years, have been there, done that, and seen and worn the t-shirt and seen a lot of shit. And there's a few things I cannot stand, and I've made it so clear over the years. I cannot stand racism. Can't stand it. And I haven't made many videos directly, so dealing with the subject of racism. I haven't made many videos. I've touched on it here and there. But to be honest with you, a lot of people who have touched on it, they've said most of the things that I wanted to say about being on the internet and being non-white. Let's put it that way. You open yourself out there for people to ridicule you. You open yourself out there. It's fine. You make a choice to make a video. You make a choice to talk about a specific subject. That's fine. Not a problem for me. But I can't stand racism. I can't stand it. I can't stand ignorance. For me, ignorance has been worse than racism, because ignorance, to me, is just somebody who's not even trying. Because obviously, the way I look at it is this: if somebody wants to be openly racist, it's your choice. You can be openly racist. Don't expect me. I mean, you're a fuckboy, you're an asshole. I cannot stand you, and all that 9 yards. That's just clear. But fine, I'm not going to respect you. But you are what you are. That's cool. Not cool for what you do, but that's fine. I can get that. I cannot understand the ignorant fuckboys. I cannot understand the ignorance, because the information is out there for you. It's laid out for you, but you still choose to be ignorant. That's where my problem. It drives me crazy. That's if it makes it worse, because I cannot stand you. I don't want you anywhere near me. Because if you can't even understand the information given to you, then there's nothing I can do for you. Nothing I can do for you. Just go away. And the worst kind is the instigators. The worst people in the internet, on the YTBC, is those who instigate shit. I cannot stand I despise your being, your life force. I despise it. You are the worst of the worst if you want to instigate, trying to play some kind of, I'm not really racist though. But then you're there having conversation with racist people who are openly racist. And then you go to the other side and say, well, he said this to him. Oh, he said that to him. Like a bitch. I cannot, you're the worst. Things that if ever comes time where people had to be Oh no, I'm not even gonna go there because honestly, really gonna say something, but no, I'm not even gonna go there. I'll just leave it. But I can't stand people like that. I just can't stand you. You're the worst of the worst. And then the people who sort of come into the YTBC and pretend that they are boxing fans. That's the thing. That's the thing I cannot even. Oh, you pretend. You sit down there. You know, demons. You sit down there. You can see the sulfur flowing around them. You can actually physically see it as they smirk while they spew out garbage and hatred. And then they point the finger at you. And they go, well, he's doing that. See what they're doing? Like some sort of them and us mentality. There is no them and us mentality. Because if you want to spread hatred, it is obvious. People will see through it. Unless you are, because society has been dumbed down so much now that people are just too stupid to realize when they're being played. And that is no disrespect for those who are in the know, because obviously, if you're already in the know, this doesn't apply to you. That should be obvious. That should never be said. But it's for those who think that it's cool to sort of associate themselves with hatred. And then they wonder why you are not part, you don't want to be part of that entity, that frequency. You don't want to be anywhere near that, that facade. You claim to be boxing fans, but then you everything you talk about is, oh, well, it's race. And the thing that people subscribe to these fuckboys, they subscribe to them, and that's the thing I can't understand. How can you? These individuals are not talking about boxing. They're not interested. They put boxing fighters in the title. That's all they do. They put it in the title, but everything they talk about is everything but that. Everything. But they masquerade it in the guise of the YTBC. I could really go in because I try to hold myself back. And the reason why I hold myself is out of respect for my brothers and for those who actually do like this sport. Because I could really go in and decimate these fuckboys. I could decimate them if I really, really wanted to. It is so simple. Demons fear the truth. They're scared of the truth. They don't want you to talk about the truth. This is why they congregate all in the same area. And they sort of plot in their mindset to sort of create this facade that, oh, they're all against us. They're all against us. And they use these pathetic, absolutely pathetic words to try and almost dehumanize you. But it doesn't work because the truth always surfaces. Always surfaces. No matter how much you try to dilute it, the truth always gets to the top. It comes out. So you can play your facade as much as you want. I'm not going to call your names. I'm not going to sort of give you a list. But people who listen to certain people's videos can understand and they will feel the truth. The facade, the veil is open. It's a facade. People see the sulfur around you. They see the sulfur, the hate around you. Nobody projects the hate to you. You project the hate yourself. This is supposed to be the YTBC. It's about boxing. But obviously, looking around it, it's not. It's not like it was years ago, man. It's not like it was. And when I say years ago, because I've been on this shit for years. I remember when boxing channels were just their individual names, the actual individual. Not these big massive conglomerates as they are today. I remember when they had like 500 subscribers. 500. Now they got 52,000. They got 31,000. They got 42,000, and that's all good. Because now YouTube is all about making money. I understand that, and I'm not gonna knock the hustle. Do what you gotta do. But it's not the way it is anymore, or what it was before. It's just not how it was before, I should say. It's not the same. Not for me. Anyway, I'm just pouring my heart out there. Not for any particular reason, but just to say how it is. Just to say how I'm feeling. Anyways.